there's no debate on this, but I'll let you say what you have to say. All right, so I'm live. I just went live at 3 o'clock, so I'll see when you hear. There ain't nobody. Yeah, I just started my live, so all right, bye. All right, bye. Anyway. What's up, people? See who we got. We got breaking news in the flat Earth world. Breaking news. Breaking news. Uh, we got breaking news in the flat Earth world. We got breaking news. Hello, Amanda. Amanda, I don't know if you tuned in a few days ago, but upstate New York, all the way through the state of Maine, experienced a bunch of interruptions, cell phone interruptions. I'm a Navy vet. I worked on the electronic attack aircraft, okay? I was part of attacks upon American people, okay? I reported when this happened that it has to be the military because the official report that there was damaged lines. Now, I just read a news article from Syracuse.com talking about how the reason why everybody was out of power for 6 hours, or everybody was out of internet and cell phone use for 6 hours, because I couldn't even go live. I was down on two networks. So that way that it was an electronic attack because listen, that's what I was trained in the Navy. Okay, so I report to everybody. First off, the day the internet and phones went down for us, it was perfect conditions for an electronic attack. Perfect, clear, beautiful skies. I mean, beautiful after a big storm. So now they're reporting that the storm caused the damage. If the storm caused the damage, why did it have a 24-hour delay and happen on a beautiful day? And second of all, I thought fiber optic cables were underground. Now I could be wrong. They could be running some cables on lines, like on telephone poles. But here's the whole thing: if the optic cables are being damaged on telephone poles, why didn't we lose electricity also? So you heard it here first. We're attacked from the United States military and the electronic spectrum. They're doing tests. They're using us as guinea pigs. They're doing their stuff, and the upstate region all the way to Maine has been affected. Now, there's a news article. There is a news article that talks about Spectrum giving a refund to its internet, phone, and internet and phone providers. All right, and get this. This is what they're going to start refunding people. This is what the news story says. So, okay, the Post Standard. Okay, let's see here. The Post Standard's in Syracuse, New York, which is an hour south of Watertown. Excuse me. So, the Post Standard. So, they're giving out a refund. So, Spectrum says divide their total monthly bills by 30 to come up with the amount to pay for the service daily. They were given a credit equal towards the amount. Formula, under the refund formula, a customer paying $200 a month will receive a credit of $6.66. You're hearing it first here from Flat Earth Watertown, New York. I reported on it as soon as the internet came back on. I came and told everybody it was an electronic attack. Look at what they're doing for refunds. Based on the formula, what formula? What formula are you using to want to print that as your print number? Why couldn't you change that to 150 or 100? You know what I mean? Why couldn't you change that number to 250, 300? 201 would have changed it. 205 would have changed it. 199 would have changed that number. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing out here. What they're doing out here in Watertown all the way to Maine. I don't know if anybody heard about internet and phone problems we had a few days ago, but I reported a second that we were under an electronic attack. We were under an electronic attack. There's my proof in the pudding of what's going on, people. We know they love those numbers. They love the 666, don't they? They love those numbers. The Syracuse Post just reported that for refunds. So everybody in the mail, I mean, it could be a little change because you know what, your bill could be a little bit different. But I bet you, no matter what their refunds are, there's going to be some sixes in it. But think about it. Look at this news report because everybody wants to know if they're getting a refund, right? Everybody's mad that they went 6 hours. Because me, it was 6 hours. I was down for 6 hours. What's up, Rubens? Listen, those are tuning in. Breaking news in the flat earth world. I will repeat myself. I reported the other day that upstate New York, all the way through the state of Maine, went down with internet and phone usage. All right, texting, phone calls, internet. All right. Now, sometimes that happens, no big deal, right? But it happened to me on 2 networks. My laptop's on a different network than my cell phone. I'm trained in the Navy in the electronic attack. I've been part of operations against the American people. All right. I have been an electronic attack against the Northeast before. All right. Do you guys hear me? You hear me? In 2003, I was part of an operation that they blamed it on a transformer in Ohio. One transformer down below the line. No, it was 12 EA6B Prowlers. Now they use the EA18G. Here first. The United States military is using electronic weapons against its own American people. Hello, hello, hello. And guess what? Spectrum is going to be refunding its customers. So, yeah, look how much they're going to be refunding their customers. Look at what they are gonna. Hold it, went off again. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that number? This is from the Syracuse Post. Syracuse is an hour south of me. They could have used any other number if they have a formula to go by. They could have used, they picked that number on purpose. There's only one reason to pick that number like that. We're being messed with, people. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am a Navy veteran. I was a mechanic on an electronic attack aircraft called the EA6B Prowler. They don't use that aircraft no more. It was too old, too slow. They're not connected. Okay, it says I'm connected now. Now, everything they're using, the Navy uses the EA18G, which is an electronic attack 18. Let's get into some of these comments because listen, I've been telling you guys some videos. I mean, it's proof in the pudding. I mean, I broke it to you when it happened. As soon as I was able to come live again, I report. Listen, that article says that the storm damaged lines. The storm was the day before. If you go back to all my lives, I tell you during the storm, how come the lines, all the internet and everything, why did they go down on a perfectly clear day? No wind, perfect conditions for an electronic attack. Perfect flying conditions. Perfect conditions to mess with the electronic spectrum. We all know about frequencies. Listen, we should know, if we're educated about God's creation of flat Earth, somewhere along the way, we understand about frequencies and vibrations. Do we all understand the electronic spectrum? That there's one there and it can be manipulated. Do we understand this? I had a secret clearance to work on that aircraft, and I bet most people probably never heard of an EA-6B Prime, because everybody knows about the F-18, the F-14, the F-16. See, the F stands for fighter. We're fighters. I worked in the electronic spectrum. Now think about it. The cable company here up in the Northeast is called Spectrum. Hello? The name of the cable company is Spectrum. All right, you guys want to hear the truth? You come to my channel. That's what's up. All right. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'd love to get on one of those news stations and destroy anybody who wants to debate. I got a friend coming over. He said he wants to nope, he just changed his mind because I'm live. Good. He's not a flat earther. He said he wanted to debate me on live. I don't want to debate, but I mean, if you want to come speak your opinion, that's fine. But I don't want to debate because I'm not trying to argue with people, man. Because when I start to argue, I start to get really mad. And I don't need to go there. I don't like going that way because sometimes I might have to punch someone in the face for telling me I'm wrong about God's creation. I mean, sorry, but sometimes I might have to do that. I haven't. Listen, I'm not a violent person, but I'm just saying it just bugs telling me I'm wrong, which rarely happens. No one really ever tells me how wrong I am. People, it's usually ask me questions, and it's pretty cool. Most people just ask me questions or like, "Oh, now you're wrong." You know what I mean? Other people ain't that rude to me about it. It's very rare. Only in the comment section, usually the trolls. Okay. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to say hi to everybody. We got Amanda. We got Zeppo. We got Flat Earth Preacher. We got artist of, let's call him artist. We got Amanda. He's in here. Everybody's, listen, I'm just going through my comments. I've been talking, giving breaking news. I'll read who's in here. Born again veteran. Hey, no punching, brother. Listen, you're right. And I've been really punching. I haven't punched anybody since my brother. And it's been, well, the last person I punched was my brother. And that's only because it's been a long time. It's been several years. I can't ever remember. I'm just saying, I feel, you know what I mean? I mean, we all feel like punching somebody, right? Okay, well, I'm back to live chat. I'm back down to the bottom. You're right, you're right. Oh, Amanda says, people call me crazy when I tell them the earth is flat. I just brush it off and pray for them. I like to listen. I know I do like that Taylor Swift song, Just Shake It Off. Just shake it off. Because yeah, I know it's probably Illuminati in songs, but I mean just I like it because you gotta shake it off sometimes. And then artist says I'm crazy like a fox. So Zeppo, you're praising God. You listen to praise music, Zeppo. That's awesome. I'd be listening to praise music right now too, but I can broadcast over live. And I don't want to get copyright striked. So when I learn how to know how to play music, have praise music playing, like I'll be talking, and then if I got to stand up or go somewhere or take a break, I'm sure some of you guys know who Robbie Rob. I love how he's got the praise music going. He's real. He showed me he was real. Like he's a Christian who's not. He told me just like I said. We feel like we're the least qualified people to be representing people, to be representing. All right. I got it at Walmart for dollars. Are you kidding me? A $4 shirt was probably $5 with tax. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. Yeah. My shirt says, "Y'all need Jesus." So my shirt's right, man. Don't we all need it? So today I'm representing this shirt. I told Danielle earlier, I was like, Danielle called me, and we talked. She gave me a testimony of flat. Danielle, it's flat. We checked, and she gave me her testimony about her journey with flat Earth. Great thing. And guess what? All they're flat earthers, man. They know the truth. They've been told. How great is that? I mean, that alone's praiseworthy, man. That's the next generation. They need to know God's truth. They can't fall for the deception. It's so easy now because that generation, think about it. If you got kids, they grew up on electronics. The CGI is built in, baby. It was a lot harder to get me to believe in animation CGI and space stuff, space movie. Here's my thing as a kid. Here's one thing I don't see kids anymore. Kaylee, what's up, Kaylee? Local. Kaylee's a Watertown person like me. Yeah, I just painted it on the wall. That's the Four Rivers, the Magnetic Mountain, and that's us over by Lake Ontario. I got a lot. I only done the oceans right now. I got a lot more work to do. So what's up, Kaylee? If it's Zach, it could be either one. You could be on your girlfriend's account too, so it could be Zach or both of you guys. It's probably both of you guys watching. Yeah, Zach, I just said it, man. I just said it too. I figured, man. I figured it was Zach. Yeah, man. I just painted that up on the wall. Well, anyway, I'm giving an update. Listen, Zach, that electronic attacks that we just had with Spectrum going down, that was the United States military causing that attack. All right. You know, I'm a veteran of the Navy, bro. I worked in electronic spectrum on an electronic attack aircraft. I'm just telling everybody right now. Cool, man. I love it. The little ones, because I'm telling you, those little ones, here's what's going to happen. From mouths of babes, God's going to use these little ones to wake them up. You tell your little ones right now, if you haven't told them, you go grab them up, 30 or 40 or whoever. You grab up your kids and you tell them. You tell them. And if they don't listen, put them in the corner and spank them. I don't care if they're 30, 40 years old. You better spank your kid and put him in the corner if he's not listening to you on this or her. So far, well, no, I'll say my mom. I'll say my mom did receive. Everybody seen Miss Ruth's video? My mom received the too, but I don't really see her caring much about it after that. I mean, that's what I mean. I don't get that. So, Flatty, so preacher, go ahead, tell your story for everybody. Cookie from who's Cookie from Boston? I'm probably reading someone else's conversation, but Cookie from Boston, I like that. It's free. It's Cookie from Boston. Yeah, it's Cookie from Boston. I don't know why I find that funny. Listen, I'm reporting that. Listen, the couple days ago, after the snowstorm, when it was that day, it was beautiful. Upstate New York through New Hampshire went out on the internet. I went down on two networks. Here on my laptop and my phone, those are two separate networks. Syracuse Post Spectrum customers. So if you use this formula, look at that refund. Look at the refund. They used any other number than 200. They could have used any other number. That's evidence of me being correct about telling you there is some messing around going on in the electronic spectrum. And who's doing it? The military. The military's doing it. So did everybody see the $6.66? They do any other sale. They could have used any other starting number. Why did it have to be a starting 200? So that is the breaking news in Watertown, and you guys are hearing it from the Flat Earth Studios, live from the ghetto on Union Street. It's Flat Earth, Watertown, New York, where I'm going to tell you the truth, where I'm going to let you know when it's my opinion, and when I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. So let's read some of these comments. Yeah, look what Board Again said. He's like, I know this. Everybody's probably this happened to him. You buy a couple of things, the 666, and yeah, listen, I'm grabbing whatever's the closest to my hand. I'm grabbing right there. No, add that. Add that. Yep. Listen, I will not pay for something if it. I've had that happen several times where I go to get something and that comes up. I'm like, add. I'll just go up. Add it up. I'll pay more for. I'll grab something I don't even need. Yeah, me either. I won't do that because it's happened. We can all, yeah, we've all know that's happened to us. We're at the store, you buy one or a couple things. What's really crazy is that one thing, you know what I mean? You grab one thing, and then the tax included comes to that. You're like, nope, I'm grabbing whatever's there. It's like a candy bar. You don't even eat candy bars. You don't even listen. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pack of gum. You don't even chew gum. You know what I mean? You're grabbing a bottle of perfume and your friend. You know what I mean? Like just whatever's right there. Nope. Add that to it. Hey, does anybody want something? Yeah, I'm not paying them either. No way. No, I just, I don't know. It's just crazy. But anyway, that's how the devil reveals himself. So here's what that Syracuse.com reported. They reported that there's multiple. So the first thing they reported on the day it happened, there was damage on a fiber optic line, singular line, damage on a line. Okay, why would one line take down upstate New York all the way through Maine? Okay, now Syracuse.com reported. If you want to read the article, go read it. I'm not going to put the whole thing up, but they reported that it was multiple damages due to the storm. The storm was the day before, and it was a beautiful day out. It was cold. It was really, really cold out, but it was a day, clear skies. I mean, perfect. You couldn't ask for any better flying conditions. You hear me? The perfect weather conditions. So the story's already not adding up. So they report today multiple lines. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure fiber optics is underground. So why would a winter storm interrupt underground wires? I don't know. Let's say these fiber optic lines are also, let's say they're on the telephone poles, because someone might say, oh, they were on the telephone poles. Okay, let's say that. Why did nobody lose any electricity? You see, you can dial up these frequencies to what you want to go after. If you want to go after the electrical grid, you could dial that in too. But they went after cell phone internet usage. You could dial that up. And it was more than just spectrum. This cell phone's on a complete different network than my laptop is. This is a government free phone that I have. That it gets free monthly minutes and unlimited text and 2 gigabytes of data. And it's ran on a separate provider through this people. I don't even know. Free. So this is breaking news. No one, listen. You guys want the truth? You care. All right. CNN and Fox better watch out. I'm coming after them. I'm on a $0 budget here. Oh, here I got some more breaking flat Earth news. So we got some comments. Really, the flat Earth. When you call the government in Canada, you got to dial 666. Wow. I'm just reading some of the comments, guys. Listen. Oh, here's some other flat Earth news. Some kingdom work that I just did today. After my appointment, I went over to the vet office, which was right next. It's convenient. I live right across from everything I need. Like, it's pretty cool. I live really close to a lot of stuff. Is the vet's office. I'm allowed to go in there and just print as much as I want. All right. The guy who runs it over there just lets me come. I'm a veteran. That's what it's there for. Veteran needs to use a computer or use. I have a copy fax machine here, so I needed a lot of copies. So I went over to the veterans office, and Zach can appreciate this. If Zach, if you're still watching, Zach, if you're still there, because Zach was with me when I went to go make these. I just made another 50 copies of these. Somebody to hit my like button or something because I got 2 6s popped up there. 6 people watching, 6 people liking. Somebody needs to change that. Somebody needs to change that to a 7. Hey, we got a 7. Cool. So I made some more copies, and I am going to be handing these out. Here, can you guys read that? Born again veteran. What do you mean start your disability paperwork? Oh, you mean for the veteran part? Yeah, I'm already working with this is funny. You guys are gonna love this. You're gonna love this one. The New York State representative for Jefferson County. His last name is Gump, and he's an Army vet with the last name Gump, and that's so awesome. My VA rep for the state is named Matthew Gump. But yes, I have started a process to try to get some benefits rolling. But it's going to be listen. The Navy's playing games right now with me. I've been fighting the Navy a long time. The Navy's playing games with me. So, everybody read what I have here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I left it up long enough. Yes. All right. I left it up long enough so you could read it. So these are what I've been handing out and putting around. So I already went through 50 of them. So I just went and made another 50. Because I really made them to get subscribers. But I found these flyers have not brought me flyers. If anything, it pisses people off and they rip them down. But that's okay. For a minute. Because if you're angry enough to rip my flyer down, that means you read it. Yay, you read it. So I don't mind replacing it later. So Preacher Man down here says, hit up Killer Whales channel sometime. Need to grow with more flat earthers. Cool. Who is Killer Whales? Tell me about Killer Whales and what he's doing for kingdom work. Listen, if people want to rip these down, I get these for free anyway. I just have to walk across the street to the Veterans Center that's there, where everybody's just sitting around, just drinking coffee, watching TV. Go up to Tim and say, "Hey Tim, give me some coffee." Yep, go ahead, as many as you want. I'm like, cool, man. So when I need paperwork or copies, because I don't have a copy printer thing that I got, doesn't work. It really needs to be office based. Listen, I should make own. If anybody's seen the movie Office Space, where they smashed that printer copier, it says Paper Jam when there's no Paper Jam. That's that. This thing says Paper Jam when there's no Paper Jam, and it won't work. I went through every way how to fix this copy print machine thing I got over here, and it still says Paper Jam. So I'm gonna need a baseball bat to smash that freaking copy machine. Just like if anybody's seen that Office Space, I've seen that where they smashed that copy machine because it always said Paper Jam when there was no Paper Jam. Man, I tell you what. Yeah, Danielle said that's a good attitude. I mean, I know people get pissed, right? But the first ones I put up, I paid to get done. I went to the vet office to print all the evidence that I handed in from the military proving a flat, motionless Earth. So I went over there, dude. I probably printed out 300 paid documents. Well, there was only 3 documents, but with all 3, they were like 100 pages apiece. Because one file, because you go ahead and print the whole thing. One file, they got at least one's got 80 pages, one's got 120 pages, one's got like 110 pages. So, but the first ones I made, I paid for, which was really expensive. But then I let go over there and use their copy machine for free. It's over, man. So I just go over and get 50 at a time. That's a good amount. You don't want to go in there and say, "Hey, give me 500 copies." Nah, give me 50 and I'll be back in when it's done. You know. Yeah, Zach is writing under Kaylee's name. Right. Me and Zach went up to Staples. We have a video of it. Me and Zach went up to Staples to make the original. I made the flyer on my computer. I emailed it to myself. I went to the library to print it out. I got on the bus to go to Staples to make copies. So that costs money. This channel, he really does. Even though I'm operating on a $0 budget, someone's got to pay for the things that's going on. So someone's paying for it. I'm just being able to reap the benefits of it right now. So at least I'm able to get the live stream up and running. It may not be this quality, you know what I mean? You might have to look at my ugly face all day. I can't get a bunch of broadcast team. Listen, this channel is going to grow. It's going to be it's going to be like CNN and Fox 24 hours a day, where anybody can call in, talk to somebody on the phone, because live in your face, talking about the truth. You know, I mean, come on now. If I could go live 100 hours a day right now, I would. But guess what? I got to sleep. So that means I got to at least click off. All right. If this was ran like a company, Flat Earth, Watertown, New York. I am trying to run this like a company, by the way. All right. I am trying to run this exactly like I'm trying to be organized. I got a desk, I got a laptop. You know, I got my manila folder. Okay. I got a manila folder. You know, I got a pen and pencil. You know, I got a telescope. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm trying to be professional here on a $0 budget. So this was a free pencil. This was a free pen. This was free. I did have to pay for labor. I did have to compensate my buddy for his paint and his time to do that. So this was not free for to have him paint. That's why I really wanted to finish it myself. So this way, I don't have to worry about compensating somebody for their time. What else? So I mean, I'm trying to make it work. Really? Listen, Flat Earth Preacher has got some kind of budget because he said, I spent over $4,000 on t-shirts and hats and flyers and cards. That's awesome. That's cool, man. Are you giving them out or are you selling them? Of course, you're probably selling them, right? For resale. So you invested for trying to get 8,000. Listen, I understand you'll go broke if you don't make a you got to make a profit when you got to buy low, sell high. And listen, I understand. One time, this channel will have merchandise that you can buy, different things that you can buy from Flat Earth, Watertown, New York. That will be available. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying because it's true. We have to treat it as kingdom work, okay? It's going to be like the churches on this. You know how like the churches are pretty organized? You know what I mean? They got like a secretary and they got a schedule and they got rules, procedures they follow, and all that. Listen, me that has like my business experience is where I ran a crew. Yeah, I did all the paperwork too. Probably wasn't that great at it, but I did the best I can to organize it. But I'm talking about like a big company, like a legit broadcasting company, radio broadcast, internet broadcast, over the airwaves broadcast company, independent. Right now, I'm using YouTube, subject to their rules. Listen, I want to be subject to YouTube's policies and all that stuff. I will, continue to use YouTube, but eventually, I'm broadcast all the way, baby. Until then, I'm on a zero budget on YouTube, and it's working. Piper Bear. She's in the UK. She's over in England. Hi, Sarah. I'm glad you joined us. Sarah gave some good testimony. The Piper Bear, Sarah. And this is you brightened my day. When you told me this, Piper Bear said that she's been feeling more encouraged about Flat Earth. Isn't that great news? Because when Sarah first came in here, she told me how like timid and afraid she was. Share it. And then she comes in the other day and yesterday and says that she felt more confident. Right on, we're strong. Right there, Piper Bear. Right there. We got them. We got them. We're here to edify each other. All right. That's what we're doing on this channel. All right. Isn't it? If you haven't got me by now, I'm going live every day, all as much as I want to sit in this hard chair. Listen, my butt hurts sitting in this hard chair. I don't even have to have a cushion. All right. I don't have a budget for a cushion seat. Yeah, so Piper Bear's feeling more confident. She's feeling pumped up and strong. Yeah. Knock him out, Piper. Bam, bam. So, all right. Danielle says the people that are high up, yeah, they do. They worship Satan, the people that are high up. Lucifer. They sure. Listen, man, we got some good interaction going on here. So, what does preacher say? What is it? What he got me tagged up here? That's cool. I've been to let me try to count the number of churches that I've been to, and I've told the preachers. A lot. I don't remember. I've been to a lot of churches and told preachers, and none of them get it. None of them get it. So that's why I don't go to church anymore. Nobody gets it. Nobody in Watertown. I've told all the pastors that I can. If I find out you're I listen. When I was in the vet office today, there was some kind of father, like priest guy in there. He's all dressed in black. He's got this long beaded thing. I asked him, I said, you some kind of Catholic priest? He said he was a Anglican priest or something. I said, what kind of language is your Bible? Is it Old English? And he said English, but I was like, is it Old English? And then he said something, and I said, well, do you know what firmament is? And he goes, oh yeah, I know what firmament is. And I said, so you know about the waters above and the waters below? He goes, yeah, I know about that. I said, okay. So meanwhile, and that's all I said to him, right? So I'm sitting across from him and just waiting for all these to copy up. Because the first time it happened, this got put in backwards, so they all came out blank. So I had to sit through 2 printings. So they were done. I go over to him. I said, here you go, Father. I said, when you get a chance, check out my YouTube channel. Listen, there's a reason I put scripture at the top of this list, because that's how I got convinced. And this is the most important. All right. Meanwhile, Tim, who runs the vet, because I said, hey man, this is the first time I had these copied. All right, over there. Now I've got the stuff done, but the evidence that turned in, I could print from there. I give it to him because he doesn't even know why I'm there. I just said, hey man, he's already agreed to let me print 50 copies, and he doesn't know what he's going to print yet. So I hand it to him, and I go, it's for my YouTube channel. He goes, oh, okay. Didn't even say nothing. He does it. You know what I mean? Thank you. Because I was afraid that he would read this and be like, no. I thought, there could have been a chance. He's like, no. Because normally, if you're printing stuff today, it's usually government documents. But I told him, when I go to city council, I bring these with me. All right? I just put out like 3 of them on the table where they put the itinerary, where people come by and pick up I usually drop a few of them on the table there. But I've been out. Last time I went, I didn't have any to bring with me. So. Listen, we got to find out who makes these shirts. Because I bought this at Walmart for $4, and I think it was like with tax, it maybe came to $5. So if Walmart can sell these shirts for $5, we need to find out who's making them, so we can print stuff on what, you know what I mean? somebody else said that they have this same exact shirt. And they probably got it at Walmart, just like I did. All right. So we need Walmart's connection for a low price. Because look, man, that means that Walmart's probably only buying these shirts for like $1 a piece. You know what I mean? If they're buying them at $1 a piece, I mean, come on, man. We got to find out who manufactured. I ripped the tag out. I ripped the tag out because those tags that always stuck out. All right. I'm just turning you guys a little bit because I gotta blow my nose. I'm not gonna show you that on camera. China. Yeah, you're right. Anybody's got China's number? Listen, I can't call out of the United States on this phone. I call Mikey Smith when he gave me his number. I can text you though. I can text out of country, I believe, but I can't call. So we got 8 people and 8 people liking, watching. Okay, we got. I'm just reading the comments. What's going on, guys? What's going on in the Flat Earth news, man? I just gave you guys some breaking news about what's going on in the electronic spectrum, who's doing it, and what they're reporting. All right. I just showed you guys evidence and stuff. You know, I'm telling you what I'm doing work. Amanda's over there laughing her little butt off. She's just laughing away. It's great. So we still got Piper Bear with us. Piper Bear, Sarah, you still watching out there in the UK? What's going on out there in the UK? How's your flat earthing today? Did you get to share any knowledge and nuggets with anybody today? You know? And if anybody can print stuff, make your own flyer. Make your own flyer. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. That's what I mean. I just Amanda's over there laughing. I would like to know what Piper Bear has been up to today. I wonder if she has talked to any more. Has anybody talked to somebody new on that Earth today? Anybody? I did on the way home. The city police officer. He got one. I gave one to I gave one to a cop. I say, I know you're probably busy right now, but here you go. I said, check that out later. He was kind about it. He said, thank you. Whether he looks at it, whether it ends up balled up in the trash can, who knows? I'm an anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in any of the pharmaceuticals because if you look, this is how you can tell that the pharmaceutical companies are witchcraft. First off, the medical symbol has a serpent on it, plain as day. And then pharma, root word pharma, means to conjure. Let me say that again. The root word, as in pharmacy or in pharmaceuticals, means to conjure, as in a witch's spell. So pharmaceuticals or pharmacy is to conjure up a spell using witchcraft. Of course, they're using poison and they're trying to, you know, yeah. Listen, I'm anti-vax. I'm anti-pharmaceutical. Now, listen, I'm not talking about if someone is hurt, injured, and they're bleeding, broken bones, and they're, whatever, and you need to get stitched back up and put together. Absolutely, that type of doctor, I believe is okay. But the kind of doctor that wants to just give you prescriptions to treat ailments and pump needles into you for vaccines and all that other stuff, no. But if you're bleeding and you're hurting, by all means, go get patched up. Stay away from pharmaceuticals. Refuse them. I do not care what they tell you about them. Because if you're in a car accident and you're hurt really bad, you got to get patched back up. Like that's what they're to do. But yeah, guess what's going to happen? They are going to use some of those fluids through IVs that your body it's not good for you, right? But do not get prescribed anything because that's wherein lies the this they're gonna get you. That's the fangs of the serpent. Do you understand? And then we come and just bash that serpent down. All right. So I'm against pharmaceuticals. Listen, in the sense that if you go to the doctor, you get hurt. I went to the doctor probably about 6 years. I learned my lessons about 6, 7 years ago. Probably 7 years ago. I went to the doctor. They gave me some. You guys might know what this one is. They prescribed me Percocet. Percocet is one of those opioids that is a really big epidemic. Now, this is how ignorant I am 7 years ago about Percocet. That's what the doctor gave me for my back pain. I was having really, really bad back issues. All right, my lower back muscles and stuff. He gave me Percocet. I started taking them. I'm not gonna. It messed me up internally so bad. I had to go back to the emergency room. All right, and then the doctor's like, "Oh, that's OIC. That's not. It's a common problem with or common side effect with opiates, opiate-based prescriptions, and that was way worse than why I went to the hospital in the first place." Now, come to find out that this Percocet that they prescribed me. Now, listen, I only took it for like 2 days, and then because when I'm not gonna even explain it. All I'm gonna say, listen, man, it was worst pain I've ever felt. I couldn't believe it. If you don't know what that is, go Google it. OIC. It wasn't good. It was horriblest. All because I took these two little pills that are. I had to take two. It said right on the bottle. Take two every 6 hours. Okay. And when I would take those two, within 30 minutes, I'd be passed out on my couch. 2 hours, 3 hours later, But stay away from pharmaceuticals. I'm telling you. I'm not saying you can't get treated by doctors if you're hurt, but stay away from prescriptions and vaccinations. Do not. You should be defending your kids. You should, punching and kicking and throwing elbows. A doctor comes at your kid with a needle. Bam! Now you need a doctor. You hear me? Bam! Now you need a doctor. Quick elbow. You know what I mean? You should be doing your kids. Keep them needles away. Keep them. Listen, if they're telling you your kids got ADHD or if your kids are, they got some kind of issue and you got to give them prescriptions, man. It's not good, man. Man, I tell you what, man. New York State. There's a lot of people that are not in New York. I don't think anybody in this chat right now, unless Zach, if he's still watching. New York State just passed a law last year. You guys probably heard about it. Vaccination law. They removed, it's mandatory that every child in school is to get vaccinated, regardless of a religious exemption or not. Now, they also have already had the law previous where it's the law, you must go to school. So you're mandatory. They're forcing this. Now, there's legislation going on right now to try to repeal it. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe God can do some mighty work with it, but what really happened is I'm going to be flying a flag upside down soon. I'm going to go get a flag and a flag and fly the flag upside down. And I will stand guard at this flag and I will defend that flag. You got to get through me if you want to take that flag down because it's going to piss people off. So Charity's got to go. Bye, Charity. Thanks for coming by. Charity's been so faithful to my channel. I just love it so much. Thank you. Seems like every live chat I come on, Charity. Thank you. And she's my moderator. I don't think I had to see no moderating going on today. So there's nobody getting fixed up. So Charity is leaving. So we've been live for an hour. Anybody's got questions? Ask me some questions, man. We got 8 people, 9 people in. Ask me some questions. I want to hear what's going on. What's breaking news? What new videos did you see? All right. What are you doing for kingdom work? Rock of Love is like, says, hi, I love to blow UFOs. Listen, I'm just reading what the emoji says. He's speaking to us in hieroglyphs. Did you know that? You guys realize that emojis are hieroglyphs? One and the same. Speaking in pictures and stuff. That's funny. You guys got any questions? Come on, talk to me now. The name of the show is called Let's Talk Live. Unless my chat has frozen up, which I don't think it has because I just seen Rock of Love post. But like that, I don't know what you're trying to say there. Hi, love. Blow identify. I don't know. Space saucer. I don't even know what that is. That looks like blowing, as in wind blowing. I mean, is that what that is? Artist. I watched that video. I watched your video. I just watched your video, artist, yesterday. Everybody needs to do this right now. That was your video, right? That had that called "The Earth is Flat After All." That was your video, or right? All right. Hey, Charity, do me a favor. Do me a favor. You have this homework. You got homework. I'm assigning you homework. When you go to get your taxes done, ask to file a income tax. That little law and statute number on it. Not no statement or some policy. That little statement number. Ask them if they can show you that law. My hunch here, I know they're not going to be able to produce it because that law doesn't exist, is what I'm saying. But go get your money back you already gave them. Get as much as you can. All right. But is what I'm saying. So yeah, artist of Eldion, I think I pronounced that correct, has a video on this book that he found. So if you haven't subscribed to Artist or know his channel, I was on his channel last night because I'm pretty sure maybe he was in my chat yesterday, or either I seen him on another chat. And then either way, I ended up on his channel, and I subscribed to it and checked out what kind of videos. And I did watch this video he's talking about. So I'm one of your viewers. I watched that video. Yeah, we find it in old books all the time. I go to my library, and I've been finding old maps. I've been finding old maps from the 1500s that show these four rivers right there. Where these four rivers are, right there. That's what I've been finding. So far I found like I know of 7 old maps from 7 different map makers so far. There's probably even more than that. I've only uncovered like 7 of them. Just ask them. Just say, hey, I was wondering, can you show me the law that requires me to file? You know what I mean? Can you show me the statute number, or do you know what that is? Think about this. This is H&R Block. That should be something very easy for them. If they can't whip that up within a minute, there's an issue. Let's say 5 minutes, right? Because maybe they never had that question before, right? Let's give them 10 minutes to find that. Listen, if it takes more than 5 minutes for them to show you a law and statute with the actual, because you don't talk about that little legal number at the bottom. It's like a number, then a dot, whatever, that legal number, because that's what's important, because that's a statute and law. You know why this is God's pick? I think God is the reason. I think I'm starting to understand why I'm into this politics things. When I was in high school, I took government, and the big final was whoever got the best test on the thing, or the best score on the test, got, because we were doing a mock trial, right? We were going to do a mock trial, which means we needed a judge, we needed a prosecutor, and we needed a witness. So it basically, depending on your test score, determined where you fell. So, and if you didn't make a juror, you were just sitting in the back of the class like you were one of the defendant's family members or something. Like you didn't even get to participate in the mock trial. And I tell you what, I studied my ass off for law. I was in high school. I took this. Listen, when I don't know how it is in others, but in high school, my senior, before you go into high school, they ask you how you want to set up your classes you want to take. I jam-packed as many classes into my freshman, sophomore, and junior year. So when it came to my senior year, I didn't have only but 2 classes, maybe 3 classes to go to. I had 3 study halls a day my senior year. All because I jam-packed all my credits in the previous years so I could. It was easy. My senior year was a breeze. But anyway, I took an extra class, which was like a government class or something. Maybe it wasn't an extra class, but anyway, I remember it was a government class because we had to learn a bunch of laws and statutes and different stuff like that. Laws. We had to learn procedures. We had to learn that stuff. And I got the best score on that test, and I became the judge. And guess what? I was new to that school at that time because I switched schools a lot, being in foster care. And one of the kids in that class, Jesse Blackwell, I still remember who he is. He got so pissed off at me because I had the highest test score. He tried to fight me. Like he stood up. He was like, oh. The teacher kicked him out. Like I was just sitting there, like, just listen. He's on the other end of the classroom, right? Just screaming at me and stuff. I'm like, whatever. But for some reason, when it comes to the law, like I can beat these things. Now listen, I have 1 felony. All right. I've been charged with 3 felonies, but I only have 1 that's on my record. Because I'm pretty good with law. I'm pretty good at knowing the procedure in the court of law. This whole city council stuff is a little different for me. There's different procedures. So I'm learning it. But when it comes to laws and procedures in the courtroom, listen, I should have an honorary law degree probably. I think so. Because I'm telling you, the only reason why I didn't get out of the other one, because I admitted to that one right away and just took the consequences. The other ones, I fought them. I fought them myself. And then I just used the public defender they gave me as my secretary because there's a big misconception. If you ever get busted for anything, that lawyer is your secretary. All right. They're only there for the law, the procedure part. All right. And all the talking and all the thinking, you do, not them. But anyway, that's what I was trying to say. Charity probably got to go. I know you got to go, but ask them to show you that law. They can't. But anyways, people don't even know what they're talking about. Bye, Danielle. Thanks for tuning in, and then thanks for calling me. I think you mentioned maybe you want me to call you later. I'll text you later or whatever. So she's down in Texas. Charity, I believe Charity's in Minnesota, but I think because Charity. I told Charity to get a stamper. I wonder if she got that stamper. I told her to get a stamp, start stamping mail where she works at the post office, and people be at home getting their mail, open their mail, and just see flat earth stamps everywhere. But no, I don't want you to lose your job. Then you can't pay your electricity bill, and then you can't tune in. All right. So people are starting to leave. We got a couple people leaving. So who do we got in here? We got 8 people watching, 10 people liking. We got 7 people watching. Who do we got in here? Oh, we got a quick phone call and a hang up. So that sounds like it's one of those phishing scams, where they call and hang up real quick. No, it was my buddy. It was my buddy. Oh, I wonder if he wants to come over on live. I should ask him to come on my live show. AJ, he knows about flat Earth. No, I'm very excited. He's a flat earther. I wonder if he will come on my live. Well, a lot of people are camera shy. Okay, that's fine. Let me ask him if he wants to go on live. Yep. Okay. Doing chores, or just listen to me. Yeah, I'm about to ask my buddy if he wants to come talk about flat Earth. So I just told him I'm doing my live right now. So if he tells me no, I'll end it or whatever. A lot of people are camera shy, you know what I mean? And I can't blame people, but we'll find out. Let's see. I've been asking him for a while to go on camera with me, and he seemed cool with it. So I mean, maybe, um, maybe we can meet somebody else that has not been on camera yet, who is a water temperature, who I think I'm not quite sure on this, but I think he did hear flat Earth from me. I think he did. I mean, I tell so many people I can't remember. I can't keep track of everybody. Okay. He says no. He says he'll stop by later and stuff when I'm not live. All right. That's funny. Going live has kept. I mean, besides that person knocking on my door the other day, going live, mainly people don't want to come over when I'm live. But you know what? They want to come visit and say what's up to me when I'm not live. They're all camera shy. They probably think I got like millions of people tuned in. I got 5 people right now. And then once I post it, I might get 100 views on it. So it's not like a lot of people are going to watch. I mean, I hope they do, but oh, you are going to listen. I'm going to make them stop by. I'm going to make them get on camera. Then I'll end it. I'll make them say hi at least. He doesn't know this. I just said okay. So when he comes in, I'm like, hey, you're on live, brother. And I'll just tell him to come over and sit down and just say really quickly, whatever. Say, hey, tell him you're a flat earther or tell him you heard. And like, I don't even care. Let's see what happens. He might not even want to sit down for a minute. But I just told him okay. So yeah, right. You can come to my house when I'm on live. Yeah, we're gonna my subscribers are gonna see you. All right. This here. What we got going on? Oh, that was from Danielle from before. Oh wow. There's like 7 messages in my phone that I didn't know that I got. So if you have sent me a message, I just replied to a bunch of them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll end it. I don't know. He doesn't really want to go on camera. I don't know. I do want to. We'll get something to drink besides water. I've just been drinking water. Get juice. I love orange juice. So, all right, guys. You know what? I'll see everybody later. We're just in an hour right now. But I'll come back with more breaking news and what's going on in this world, give updates. Because, we're going to talk about the truth every day, all day. We did yesterday. We're going to do it today. We're going to do it again tomorrow. So later.